Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to be going over the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 ports. Now, they did not mention a release date yet. When they did make the announcement, most of us were looking for one. I gave the video I uploaded yesterday some time because I just wanted to see if they would release one, but they hadn't yet. I would assume they're kind of slow rolling it because if you didn't see yesterday, we also got a new GTA teaser, and those pre orders will be going live on June 25th. So you could tell now that Call of Duty and Rockstar are starting their marketing campaigns for their games, and it's getting interesting how they're going about it. Now, I do think we'll get confirmation on a release date sometime before July. I don't think it was a shadow drop on the 19th because they did want to give people some time to switch over to the platform, which would make sense. So that's probably why they slow rolled the release date and are trying to, generate suspense and hype for the games that drop in July, which is great. I love the way they're doing this. People are telling me they can't sleep, they're going to call in sick, and this is the feeling that you get when Call of Duty is good. You can't sleep at night because you can't wait for the games to come out. And just to let you guys know, I am so hyped for this. I've been, jotting down different content ideas. I got like 20 different ideas. Somebody wrote down in my comments yesterday asking to play, and that gave me the idea to do a playing with sub series. Why not? People did it back then. It's a great series to watch. I'm going to do it. There's so many different content ideas that I can possibly do. I am so excited. I cannot wait. Although they are slow rolling the information, we do have a tweet from Charlie Intel to go over. And the tweet says the Black Ops and Black Ops 2 releases for PlayStation are ported specifically, as Treyarch mentioned. It will be its own servers and not the PS3 ones. This is something that most of us have known ever since the leaks have dropped. When they mentioned that it was a native port to the PS4, this is something that we kind of inferred. But there were people that were speculating because, it's Activision. They would probably put it on the streaming cloud. They take the easy, cheap way out. So the people who were pessimistic about Activision actually releasing them as ports, this company has burned us more ways than we can imagine. So 100% I can relate to people having that thought process. But for some reason, a lot of the Xbox players thought this would be like a backwards compatibility situation, which it's not because the PS3 hardware is just so much drastically different compared to the Xbox hardware. So all of the Xbox players that were saying it'd be similar to the backwards compatibility situation on Xbox, it's not. Charlie Intel confirmed that 15 hours ago, which means if you do want to play these right away, it sucks. You're going to have to make the switch. If not, you can wait and see if Activision will release these versions across other platforms like the PC, the Xbox, and the Switch too. There is no confirmation on that yet, but it does seem like right now, if you do want to play on safe and secure servers, because Charlie Intel has confirmed that these ports will be separate from the PS3 servers, it's going to be on its own servers. If you do want to make the switch, just for Call of Duty, I would recommend keeping your Xbox because GTA 6 is going to release soon and just save up for a PS4 or PS4 Pro because that'd be a viable option. Now, in Charlie Intel's second part of his tweet, he confirmed that there's no crossplay. Now, I'm not sure if he means just the standard, Xbox and PlayStation or PC and PS, or if he means the PS5 servers will not be playing with the PS4 servers as well. Because if this is a native PS4 port, I would imagine the PS5 players can play with the PS4 players via backwards compatibility. I'm not too sure if that's how it works on PlayStation. I'm on PC, so just correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But I would imagine he's talking about the standard crossplay, like between Xbox and PlayStation. And I would assume since the servers are safe and secure from PS3, that the PS5 and the PS4 will play together. Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about progression. Is the progression going to carry over? Logically, you would think so because your progression is tied to your Sony account. You use your same Sony account on the PS3, on the PS4, and the PS5. It's all intertwined. It's all the same login information, right? But one thing I have not seen mentioned throughout the whole time, including from myself, I totally forgot about this, is the modded classes that are on PS3. You cannot be a hacker or a modder, and somebody can literally give you modded classes with God mode and aimbot and wall hacks and all of this stuff. So if you think about this, not only would they have to basically reset theater mode in both games, but the progression, the classes, the saved player data from the previous PS3 servers cannot be carried over because it would bring over so many mods and hacks. And we actually have some evidence of this from the gaming mods on Twitter, and he posted a screenshot of what this looks like when they did it in Call of Duty Ghost, because Call of Duty Ghost and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare as well had their PS3 and PS4 data carried over and intertwined. So when the player data merged with the PS4, it brought the hacks over. So it has happened before where PS3 player data was brought over to the PS4 and it brought over all of the hacks. There is a precedent set for this. Unfortunately, I don't think Activision is going to take the time and the money to take all of the old PS3 player accounts and bring them over to the new consoles hack free. It would actually make more sense for them financially and logistically to just make everybody start fresh at level 1. So it does not look good for the people that want their progression to carry over, unfortunately, but this is good because you're supposed to experience these games like they just came out. Imagine these games have never released before. This is how you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to start from level 1 with everybody else and progress and live the same experience as everybody else. It wouldn't make sense if you could just log back in and you already have diamond camo and your prestige master and your prestige 15 with the best gold camo in Call of Duty history. To me, it just wouldn't make sense. And how much of a fucking loser do you have to be cheating on Call of Duty Ghost and Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 12 years ago, man? I get it now, it's 2026. A lot of people have, hacked old generation consoles. But how are you gonna hack back then? Like, how much of a fucking loser are you gonna be? That's just crazy. And they're actually uploading it on YouTube, like with the no shame, just openly cheating on YouTube, and they say they like trolling and they like having fun. I don't get it. These are the same people that probably cheat in Call of Duty today. But yeah, there was apparently a precedent set for this over 10 years ago with PS3 player data coming over to the next gen and bringing the hacks with it, which is why the games kind of get ruined, which is why they're kind of dead. I can't find a game on a next gen console, whether it be an Xbox or a PlayStation 4. You can't find really any games that aren't hacked to shit, which is why they're probably doing these ports. It would be impossible to generate hype for these games if they would be unstable in any way. So I don't see the classes coming back, which means I don't see the old progression coming back. I think it's going to be a clean slate. But just to finish going over Charlie Intel's tweet, he did also say that there would be no new features or performance upgrades. Well, they haven't been mentioned yet, but I don't know if he means FOV slider or whatnot, but the PS4 Pro flag was found in the file, and we discussed that a few days ago, and that entails that the game can run on the PS4 Pro to its maximum capacity, so that means over 1080p. So, not that 1080p is bad, a lot of people will be playing on 1080p as an upgrade. If you were on a PlayStation 4 and you play Call of Duty for the first time, you haven't played Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 in years, in over a decade, right? When you get on a PS4 and you see, 1080p, 60 FPS, you're going to be like, whoa, this is so clear. This game fidelity is crazy. And it's going to keep going for the PS4 Pro players and the PS5 players. I do think the resolution will be there. The reason for that is because the last time most of us played these games was on a potato with 30 FPS and like 720p. So when Charlie Intel says that, I would assume it means FOV slider and probably anti-cheat and things like that, because the performance upgrades I would assume would be the increased resolution and the increased, 60 locked FPS for all the platforms. That's what I would kind of infer from the tweet. But once again, we are just waiting for Activision to release more information. They are slow rolling the shit out of us right now, and I love it because it generates more suspense and more hype. Let me know what you guys want down below. Should I start off with zombies? Should I start off with multiplayer? Let me know what you guys want to see. Ever since the news broke, I've written down like 20 different content ideas, and it's going to be great. We're going to see people we haven't seen in a while come back. We're talking about people like Ali. We're going to see people doing FFA trick shotting. You want to talk about peak gaming? We might see Vanoss come back and troll and search and destroy on Black Ops 2 before GTA comes out. That is something that's very possible. They control and search and destroy on Black Ops 2 before GTA 6 releases. I mean, that's peak gaming. What else more do you need? It's getting towards the end of the commentary, though. I am so excited to see how this is going to revive the community, not only in game, but on YouTube. The videos are going to be great, and I'm looking forward to playing with you and everybody else. It's going to be fantastic. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.